Comments.
I am trying to see it. Maybe. Oh, I'm sorry. I was misreading your Bigo ID versus what you have your ID set at. There we go. All right, we got you in.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello. I don't think we can see you, actually.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, well, the stage is yours.
Thank you. I'm sorry my voice is a little restricted right now, but I just want to say this performance is dedicated to anyone struggling with self-identification or depression. Just know you are not the only one.
Paradise, 5 minutes. It's your turn for the Gala Audition Finals panel. Are you ready? Please don't spend all night in the mirror.
There's a face we show the world, a carefully crafted mask we put on each day. But behind it, there are layers we keep hidden, even from ourselves. The mask of perfection, designed to shield us from the judgments of others. But what if this mask is just a thin veil over deeper cracks? What if perfection doesn't exist?
With this mask, I hide my flaws. Flaws I see every time I look in the mirror. The imperfections on my face, the weight on my body. It was easier to hide behind perfection than confront my own self-doubt.
Then there's the mask of strength, another lie we tell ourselves and others, because sometimes being strong is the only way we know how to survive.
This mask, it was my shield when I felt I couldn't even ask for help. I pretended to be strong, to have it all together, while inside, I was breaking. My laughter was a distraction. My silence was a scream, but no one could ever tell.
And what about the mask of happiness? A smile to keep the world from seeing what's really inside?
Behind every "I'm fine," there was a storm brewing. Behind every smile, a deep well of emptiness. I remember laughing at jokes that weren't even funny, just to keep people from asking questions. That laughter, it wasn't mine. It was all fake.
And finally, the mask of confidence, the armor we wear to face a world that can feel so unkind.
Without these masks, who am I? Just me? A flawed, broken, empty, insecure person? I guess I'm just trying to figure it out. Stripped of all pretense, I'm left with nothing to hide behind. No shield, no block, no illusion of control. But maybe that's okay. Maybe these layers don't define me. Maybe they're a part of what makes me whole. The raw, the unpolished, the truth of who I am. It's terrifying, yet oddly liberating. To face myself like this, to acknowledge the cracks and the scars. The questions I can't answer yet. But maybe that's where the real work begins. Not hiding who I am, but in daring to accept it piece by piece and allow myself to feel that true happiness. But is it real?
Our masks don't make us, they conceal us. But when we let them go, we find the truth. And sometimes the truth is enough.
You know what I realize? We all hide behind our masks. But it's not enough to hide, because hiding doesn't heal us. We must confront these layers, peel them back, destroy them, and face what's underneath. Only then can we overcome it. But if we choose to allow these layers to overtake us, no matter how much we peel them back, they will always be with us.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chris,
Let me put
let's
in the
go.
camera.
Let's go to you
So-
first.
Oh shoot. What's up, Para? Wow.
Hello.
That was actually a really beautiful piece.
Thank
I think
you.
I was reading the comments, and a lot of people in the comments were relating to your story and your message. And I feel like that's the purpose of like art, is to connect and to tell a story. I really do appreciate that. It was really cool.
And I wrote
I'm-
every verse.
you wrote every verse.
Yes, and recorded the voiceovers, changed the voice augmentation, recorded the AI, made the mask. Pretty much, yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool. I mean, for originality, I have to give you a 30 for originality because it was extremely original. S- Stage charm. Um, so here's my thing with this. I just I just wonder if it is like how it would show up on like a big stage, or like how grand you can make it. Because I feel like you could possibly make it even more grand for a big stage. So
So
that
if
will
you
kind of.
saw my live, how would you call it? My live stream audition, I think is what it was. I basically was like tied up in chains and I had the whole thing. So it's kind of relative to a smaller box and 5 minutes, right? So I can't just be like running around the whole place in a sense.
Right. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a 30 for originality because it was extremely original. Stage charm, I'm gonna give you a 25. Talent, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a 28 talent. Those are my scores. 30,
Thank you.
25,
I
28.
appreciate it.
Okay, so Leah, let's go to you.
God, I feel like y'all are about to hate me. Hey, beautiful.
Hey,
So I actually loved it for a commercial. Be like, like it's like after I'm watching one of my favorite shows, and then all of a sudden there goes that commercial. You're sitting here like, darn, how do I hit the skip button? It was kind of giving me that. But so I'm thinking about this big stage, and I'm thinking, you had the words written on the mask, but would people in the back of the auditorium or the back of the room be able to see this and get what you're doing? They can hear the words, which, since you wrote it, I love the fact that you wrote it, but I would have it would have taken me so much higher had you monologued it yourself. Had we actually heard your voice saying it so that we can feel your passion with us, and maybe even pulled out a photo of the reactions and that was written on the mask instead of it just covering you up, because that's too much beautiful to cover up, baby. So for originality, I did give you a 25 because it was definitely original. For stage presence, I did give you a 15, and for talent, I gave you a 20.
thank you. It was my voice, by the way.
Yes, I just wanted you. I wanted your mouth. I wanted
Oh, okay.
you.
I understand what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
All right, so then that just leaves me. So I agree with a lot of these scores. I will say originality, the fact that you wrote it yourself, you put in the work, you modulated it, did the whole thing, 30 for me. Stage charm, I do have to say, like, I love a drama moment. I love that it started black. However, like, we are at a point in the competition where I want to know you and like I want to be able to interact with you. And so I think just because it was a little difficult to sort of get to know you because it was, like Talia was saying, it felt like it was a commercial, but it was over such a long period of time. Like, I think if there were more engaging moments, like maybe having different outfits you take off for each moment. I know that that's a whole thing, but it was just a lot of you sort of like sitting, looking frustrated and peeling off a mask kind of thing over 5 minutes. I would have liked to see a little bit more of that. So I give you a 20 for stage charm. And then for talent, like, I think ultimately, like, you put something together that's really, really cool. I think it maybe just the placement of it wasn't necessarily for like a large performance. So I will say, like, talent wise, I think you got it. So I'm giving you a 30 for that. So that brings your overall score to 223 out of 300. Do you have any final remarks on your score?
What I will say is to the judges, I wish you guys had actually watched all of the auditions that happened in the live house, because then you would have understood the transitions that went to it. Because the live house started with me breaking through physical chains and speaking to then me now being muted because of my own self-preservation. But I do thank everyone for your scores.
Well, thank you so much for everything. All right, let's move over to our next contestant. So next up, we got China Sky. Let's get it going.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, hello. The stage is yours.
Thank you. I'm China Sky, and I'm competing with Guitar God 83, where we joined forces. And yeah, this song is really hitting home for me lately, so I hope it's therapeutic for everyone. When I'm away from you, I'm happier than ever. Wish I could explain it better. I wish it wasn't true. Give